Hello, my friends. My name is Gerdes. Here's the three big stories for today. So I'm actually going to give you four. First story, Defense Ministry, Ukrainian Special Forces capture a Russian equipment from a Black Sea drilling platform. And they've done this before, and it's quite a feat. Russian forces use a drilling platform to control part of the Black Sea, adjust the fire toward the south of Ukraine. According to a video the Special Forces posted online, the video showed a group of Special Operations Forces landing on a platform, searching for equipment, including radar and a drone signal enhancing system. After taking the equipment, the group installed mines on the platform and retreated and blew up part of the platform. The antenna was blown up. Okay, second story. Ukrainian minefields are complicating the new Russian offensive. So the Russians are trying to be on the offensive. I think this is part of a big push for President Putin before he's elected to, show some victory. But the Ukrainians can mine too. Not only the Russians have to get around their own mines, but the Ukrainians have mined in places where they wanted to sow mines, and it's becoming a problem for them. The Russians don't have any greater capability of crossing over these mines, even though it's thinner than the minefields that the Russians sowed than what the Ukrainians had. So it's becoming somewhat of a problem. Tucker Carlson is about to interview Putin. Maybe he already did. He'll release it fairly soon. But I talked about this and you'll see this video at the end of this video. So you can click on that link. I talked about this at some length. Tucker's kind of a genius in the sense of making all this hype about this interview to blow up the interview, or even just kind of going away quietly. And where's Tucker Carlson? He must be over in Russia. He's been seen in Russia. It's really fascinating to watch. Not a genius in the sense of his taste in leaders, because Putin's probably not the guy that you should be emulating or looking to as a positive example. But it was genius, and here he tells us why he's doing what he's doing. But in that other video, I also said this. This was a great note by someone, I don't know him, Robbie Gramer. Should note that the interview will be posted on a social media platform illegal in Russia, and one where ordinary Russian citizens can face 15 years in prison for tweeting criticisms of Russia's war in Ukraine. And unless he talks about that sort of thing, I don't think this will be an even-handed interview. Okay, let's go on to the next. What's in the Senate's immigration and Ukraine deal? Well, okay. There's a House bill that's a non-starter. It was completely partisan, and it went nowhere when it went over to the Senate. There's a bipartisan Senate deal, and I think it's almost a non-starter in a different sense. So this is a PBS NewsHour article. There are some substantive objections from conservatives. They question if the bill truly ends catch and release. That's what they want to stop. The bill faces potential do-or-die moment in the Senate, where it will need 60 votes to get through a key procedural test. That vote to essentially open debate is expected on Wednesday, and it's probably going to fail. Here's why. Here's an AP article. In a dramatic turnaround, Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell recommended to GOP senators in a closed-door meeting that they vote against the first procedural vote Wednesday, according to two people familiar with the meeting, who were not authorized to talk publicly about it and spoke anonymously. Now, why would he do that? He's doing that to make it fail, to make him go back and negotiate a little bit more. I don't think that this is about the politics of trying to give Trump extra time. That means, look, if you don't fix this before Trump gets in office, that means another upwards of 1.5, 2 million illegal immigrants come across the border. And Republicans sincerely want that to stop. So I don't think it's that. I think they're actually trying to get something that they think will work. Will it work? Don't know. But the Border Patrol came out yesterday and said that they're for this bill, and because it will actually slow down those crossing the border. But will it slow it down at a fast enough rate? That's the question. Can it be optimized? Certainly. Will something happen? Yes, something I think will happen in time, and then Ukraine's package can go forward. Okay, that's where we are. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.